Cheers. Look at this. My eyes are totally asymmetrical. This eye will not stop crying. It says Sunday now. Okay, thank fuck. I was gonna say, please no, not today. Camera is low. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Look at this shit. It's still crying. I know. It's so weird. My eye's not irritated at all. Like, this eye is just crying. So if I am wiping, like, there's just tears. My hand is wet. It's crazy. This eye is so irritated. I don't know. She's crying. So if I look really asymmetrical, I don't know why I didn't just wash the makeup off. I tried. Oh no, what's your favor? No. I can do my best to do a favor. Coffee, cheers, Coach. I was out of coffee. It was an emergency. Oh, yes, absolutely. Got it. I remember this one from yesterday. Hold on, let me pull up the links from yesterday. I'm probably peeing out of my eye. Dude, you would think. God. It's on my cheek. All morning, this corner has just been... I even had makeup on. It cried it all off. It's crazy how it's just on the bottom, gone. What you get? Just coffee. I got black coffee because I'm boring, and then I get one of these guys. These, like, lemonade refresher things. They're really tasty, and they have juice in them, and it feels good on my throat. Wait, which game? What game are you playing? You lost the game? Which game? Dude, the refreshers, right? Man, I'm so glad we have a Dunkin's and not Starbucks nearby, because I cannot stand Starbucks. I know, it just feels wet. My cheek feels wet. It's so weird. Barilla, thank you so much for gifting a sub in the you gifted 3 months to Just Bacon. Bacon, use about Wizards of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways. Thank you, Barilla, you generous fuck. All right, videos, open up for me. Don't be bastards today. Not armor always. Do people ever respond that they forgot you? My cheek feels wet, giggity. No shit. They're not done building our Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm so fussy about it. I know, dude. It's the only like basic. It's the only like basic coffee left over. I mean, seriously, we even have what are they called? Dutch Bros. We have. I remember No, I forget everything. I shouldn't say that, but I remember people. We have a Dutch Bros. I think is what they're called. Dutch Bros. I don't understand any coffee place that doesn't serve drip coffee. Unless you're not in America. If you're not in America, 100%, no one else does drip coffee. In America, we like our caffeine strong and not fancy. And I don't know, dude. Like, I feel like Dunkin' is the last place to just get coffee. Just coffee flavored fucking coffee. Not like a triple ristretto upside down 186 degree macchiato with an extra pump of caramel, blah, 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 blah. Just coffee? I don't remember you. Do you remember me? Sometimes. Who are you again? What's your name? There's a Sheets opening. Oh, yes. Oh my god, you're getting a Sheets and a Wawa? Infinitesimally jealous. Infinitesimally jealous. That is... I'm very jealous of you. We don't have any of that. Like, once you get past... Honestly, West Virginia, and I don't see a Sheets or anything anywhere, and it sucks. There's a reason there's watered down espresso. It's called an Americano. Is it actually called that because of Americans? An Americano? Is that really what it's called? Is that why it's called an Americano? Because isn't an Americano just shots of espresso with hot water to make your coffee? That's hilarious. I didn't know that's why it was called a fucking Americano. That's kind of great. I didn't know. Honestly, whenever I travel, I get cappuccinos everywhere I go. It's the easiest. And I find it's the only thing where they like, it's the largest coffee content beverage you can get anywhere in the world, I guess. Like everywhere else in the world, they don't sit down with a giant coffee like this and just guzzle it, I've noticed. Places that I've been, let's be clear. Places that I've been places, but not all the places. They don't sit with a coffee. They get a coffee this big and they chug it in 2 drinks, and it's usually like 4 shots of espresso with some foam on it or something. It's crazy, but I remember when we went to Greece. I can't remember what island. I have a picture of it actually. I think we were on Hania, and my mom and I were trying. Like my mom and I are coffee fiends. I've always been. I can't start my day without coffee or tea or something. I need my hot caffeine. And so we were searching for somewhere that had coffee. I don't even remember the name of the place, but it was like a Greek espresso place, whatever. And they had no normal like coffee, like drip coffee or whatever. So we would literally get trays of cappuccinos, but they were just for me and my mom, like a cup holder, like 4 a piece. And we have a picture of my mom and I just standing in a street, like looking like dead rats because we were walking for hours trying to find coffee, standing with these 2 trays, like. Ugh. But the cappuccinos, man, at least in Greece, they make them with condensed milk, which is like probably not the healthiest thing in the world for you, but oh my God, is it so delicious? If you've never had steamed condensed milk, those were a damn treat. I got some new weed I wanted to show you guys. I got like different strains for once. I never do this because it's so much cheaper when you just get like an ounce of the same thing, but I got some stuff. Espresso and hot water because American... No shit, it's from World War II. Because espresso is so much more concentrated, and when you water it down, it's like drip coffee. Espresso and hot water cause American soldiers couldn't handle just straight espresso. It's so interesting to me because it's been proven and studied, like, I mean, they've proven it with chemistry that drip coffee has more caffeine than espresso. So an Americano technically isn't the same thing. Like, you're not getting the same amount of caffeine, right? When I worked construction, I started every day with a 5-hour energy, 12-ounce Red Bull, and 20-ounce cup of coffee. I totally get it. I need my caffeine. You know, sometimes I'm jealous of people who, like, sometimes, very rarely, like, a job where they go. Because around here, that's one thing. Everywhere you drive in Denver, there's going to be vans on the side of the road just selling burritos out of the back of their van. Like, so many Mexican people sell the best food you'll ever taste in your entire life out the side of their van. And it's always like at 4 o'clock in the morning when people are driving to work, like construction workers and shit. And they stop and buy handfuls of those burritos. And they're the best. I've had one. They're the best burrito I've ever had in my life. But they're only there like 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. They sell them all to the people going to work in the morning and then they leave and that's it. But holy shit, dude. The gut trucks. They're not a food truck, don't get me wrong. They're not like, you know, like a DC food truck or whatever. It's quite literally someone's personal van where they just slap a big old neon sign on the side with Sharpie written on it that says, like, tamales or something. And you just stop and get pounds of them. It's fucking crazy. Condensed milk it was so delicious and it was like, it tasted like dessert. Getting a couple of coffees on my way to Battle, aka school, every day. I mean... So, just so we know we're all on the same note here. Mornings suck. Like, I feel sometimes like, the chick from The Devil Wears Prada, when she's like, and coffee, hot. And she comes in with a tray of like 3 coffees for one woman. Me.
Now, I'm going to fuck you with Satan's cock.
Nameless, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving a fucking 8 swings for 53 months. I goddamn appreciate you. That's a long time. Thank you. When I worked in the manufacturing shop, I would go through 4 20-ounce Mountain Dews and 3 energy drinks. I could hear colors. Jesus Christ. When I was a welder, I would drink 1,200 milligrams of caffeine a day. I have no idea how much caffeine I consume a day, and I don't think I want to know. I actually did some concrete work at the place. All the local ones loaded up at, oh my God. There'd be a line of trucks out the gate. Yep, that's what it's like out here too. It's just a line of people selling food and it looks fucking dope. And it smells so good. I I think my peak caffeine consumption was when I worked fast food in high school. I've told you guys this before, but I had a Diet Coke addiction, like hardcore when I was in high school. I do not drink soda. I drink my occasional, my Monster once in a while, but I don't drink soda anymore. I don't like it anymore. It's not that I just literally cold turkeyed it and now I don't like it. But I used to go through like a 24 case of Diet Coke a week at home. And then I worked at a fast food restaurant where I would just have like a fountain drink, 16-ounce fountain drink, and I would just refill it all for 8 hours with Diet Coke and just drink it constantly. And then I don't remember why, but it might have been a Lent thing or something. My family's Catholic. I'm not, obviously. And we decided to do something like give up something for Lent or something like that. And I decided to give up caffeine. I was like, oh, I'll give up caffeine for whatever. Like, let's try. And I gave up Diet Coke. I did it. It was terrible. And then right when Lent was over, I had a Diet Coke and immediately got a bloody nose. And I have no idea how a Diet Coke can give you a bloody nose. I have no idea if those were related in any way, shape, or form. But it was the first bloody nose in my life and it scared the shit out of me. And I was like, never again. I'm done. I'm done with soda. I don't know what the fuck's in that, but it's killing me. Time to get a coffee IV. Dude, people joke about that VR. Yes. Honestly, I like drinking it, though. I'd be a little sad. It's not true. There's 64 milligrams of caffeine in a 1 ounce espresso shot. 95-ish. Wait, okay, 64 ounce in a 1 shot. Sorry, I'm doing the math. 95 in an 8 ounce strip of coffee. Most Americanos are made with at least 2 shots, so that'd be 128 milligrams of caffeine. Boom. See, I didn't know. This was something I read ages ago about, like, it was like tea versus coffee versus espresso versus something else. Sarah, you might have seen the same thing I saw. This was so long ago. I can't remember what it was, but they were trying to say that drip coffee and tea had more caffeine than espresso. But it's probably per serving, like a shot of espresso versus a cup of coffee or something like that. It was probably something like that. It was so long ago. There's a term. I have 5 drinks.
Between 2 and 3 shots of espresso is the same as a 16-ounce cup of coffee.
So Sarah just looked it up. 64 milligrams in an ounce of espresso. So an espresso shot, there's 64 milligrams. 95 in 8 ounces of drip coffee, but most Americanos have 2 shots. So more, technically, for the drink. I always thought it was less. I read some ages ago that said it was less. I don't know what it was. Everybody says hi. He's brushing his teeth. Sorry for the full mouth. I am a beverage goblin, though. I have 5 drinks on my desk at this exact moment. New weed, though. The peak caffeine intake was years ago. I stopped for various health reasons. I missed soda, but the weight loss was nice. Dude, I've heard from so many people that they accidentally do that. Same thing, VR. Like, they just give up soda because they're like, I drink a lot and it's added sugar and it's lame, blah, blah, blah. And they drop like 20 pounds just from soda, which is insane. I've never drank sugar soda, so that wouldn't work for me. That's the only, like, thing that I get sugar-free is my fucking Monsters. But damn, dude, I've heard that from a lot of people. It's crazy. I mean, a can of Coke has a lot of sugar in it, right? I would drink Black Rifle Coffee energy drinks that were 300 milligrams each. I drink 3 to 4 of those a day. What do they say how much caffeine, like, what's the recommended caffeine a day dose or whatever? So if you have 3 cups of coffee, that's your daily limit, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to know how much caffeine I drink a day because I know I'm breaching the limit. I've been drinking pots of coffee a day since I was like 11. 4th grade. 11. I think you're 11 in 4th grade. I remember that's when I started drinking coffee. And again, I've told you guys, my mom is the type of house where there's just always a pot of coffee on. It's almost like a diner. No matter what, all day long, she has a damn pot of coffee on. You could drink coffee any time of day. She will have a fresh pot on, and it was just there, and I just started drinking it. I don't even know. 4? Yes, Sarah. So the daily recommended is 300 to 400 milligrams a day. I might go over that sometimes. She looks at her 3 coffees on her desk. A day? Right, I was gonna say, those people do not work with people. What? I need 400 milligrams to wake up in the first hour of the day. Are you saying after the first hour of the day I'm not allowed any more caffeine? Good morning, Robo. How are you, love? Also, the lighter the roast, the more caffeine content, because darker means you've burnt the caffeine out. I've read about that too. Is that true? See, now I think I don't know anything. So saying coffee has X milligrams of caffeine is not really fair. It depends. And probably the brewing method, right? Like all of that. I mean, the strength of the coffee, Dunkin's pretty weak in my opinion. I had 3 monsters in one day. I was traveling faster than light. Dude, that would have probably put me in a coma. I don't even do that much monster, man. 40 milligrams my minimum. That's what I'm saying, Sarah. Like, I mean, I'd go to say that the vast majority of us out there have like 18-hour days. What? What? Never got addicted to soda, but in the same theme, I've gone 34 days now without a cigarette. Fuck yes. Would very much like to bust my head through a few walls, singing through a terrifying rictus face. Yes, yes, yes. You know, Anime, I'm sure you heard me say this before, but I've had many patients tell me that quitting cigarettes is harder than quitting heroin. It's so much more than the chemical addiction. It's the habit. Getting up to go have a cigarette and shit like that is such a weird mental thing. Kudos to you for even trying. The shit is hard. Don't knock yourself, man. That is a hard thing to do. I work retail. I chomped down a piece of dark chocolate. I've heard dark chocolate's actually great. I have ADHD and don't take my meds for it. I treat it with caffeine and nicotine. No shit. My therapist told me that when I got diagnosed. She was like, most people who are late diagnosed with ADHD and stuff self-medicate on accident. They don't even realize they're doing it. It's the self-medication of the ADHD. Sarah, I'm sure you're like me in that you can drink caffeine right before bed, right? Like, I could go to sleep after this. Easily, I could lay down. Not even a problem. Caffeine does not... I don't know what it does, but I don't think it keeps me awake. Boom, there you go. Glut said it. 7 years. I still get cravings from movies. It's truly... I'm not exaggerating when I say many patients of mine have told me it's harder to quit than heroin. And heroin is the hardest thing to quit, if you didn't know. Like, shit is hard. I'm definitely doing it on purpose. Okay, new weed, sorry. So I got... This one, honestly, the THC was pretty high, and it was rated really well on the website. Lotus berries. I don't think I've ever had lotus berries. It's allegedly an indica, and allegedly 25% THC. I don't know, cannabinoids, numbers, whatever. But yeah, lotus berries. I'd never tried lotus berries before. Dude, same. Sarah, I've fallen asleep with a cup of coffee in my hand. It's terrible. I can drink a Red Bull and take a nap. Same. Yep. I sent it. I think I sent it to Rod, but I saw on Instagram recently. It was hilarious. It was literally like a dude laying in bed and like getting ready for bed, you know, and there was some sort of energy drink on the side of the bed, and it was like ADHDers, right, like getting ready for bed, or ADHDers bed routine, and he reaches over, chugs the entire energy drink, lays down, and goes, ah. And it's relatable. I got some weed. Yes, please. I got some new shit. I very rarely anymore like get a shit ton of different strains simply because it gets more expensive. Like, I can get a full ounce for under $100, but this was like 150 because I did all the little jars and stuff like that. But yeah, I got lotus berries, half ounce of lotus berries, which I'd never tried before, and then I got lemon head delight. I think I got, how many strains did I get? I got a few. Okay. I got lemon head delight, which is allegedly a sativa, allegedly 27.84% THC. I got Secret Formula, which is allegedly an indica, and allegedly 36.8%. Really? Okay. I think I got 2 of those. Hold on. Yeah, I got 2 Secret Formulas. And then the last one I got was Citrus Chiller, which is allegedly a sativa and allegedly 29.88% THC. I feel like an old person. My eyes are just so leaky today and watery. It's crazy. That's literally what I do, Viata. I save up all my points. For those of you that don't live in legal states and shit like that, no shit, weed stores are basically like espresso stands back in the day when you had a punch card. So after you spend a certain amount of money, you get like $50 off or $100 off your order or whatever. And whenever that happens, that's when I do the fun strains. What should we smoke? Secret formula. That's the highest one, dude. Here we go. The green one. I know. I don't understand how they get over 30. That's what this one allegedly. Babe, the weed you got me is 36.8%, so I might need a burrito later.
I'm gonna find you like this.
Yeah. With a message in your inbox that just says, burrito help. Ooh, she smells weedy. Woo! I love you, Sarah. Go lurk and clean, my love. Do you use Leafly? It's an app website that most of the strains... Yes, I do. What I've found is that... And I don't know, Cocky, what the fuck is up with this, but I find, like, the information on my dispensary's website is different than the Leafly information. And I don't know if it's because strains... like weed strains have just gotten so, the names, you know, are just so obscure. There's so many now. Like, are they like, is there repeated names that are different at this point? Like, no shit, 9 times out of 10, if I go to Leafly, the information on my weed is different.
Show me where you're pissed from.
And at the end of the day, I mean, let's be real. We all just want to get high. So, like, I don't really care as long as I get high. But I have, yeah, Leafly's great, but it's honestly, it's almost different information every time. Or... like, I'll look up a strain name that I've never heard of before, and I will not be able to find it on Leafly, but it'll have, like, the 2 strains that make up the name of mine. And I'm like, I don't know what the math is on that. I don't know. There's too many. There's so much weed strains and names these days. I honestly think they kind of make them up at a certain point. Sarah! Thank you so much. Sarah? I screamed at Sarah again. Lizzie, thank you so much for some of the class, keeping classy. I haven't given any swings. Apparently, I need to smoke weed. My brain's dead today. Good morning. I don't know why I screamed Sarah. Fuck. Sarah BRB'd. Anyways, the weed smells weedy. She's weeding. Wow, she stinks. Disgusting. I clean this twice a day, my dudes. The bowl itself, and it gets so gross. So fast. Disgusting. Yuck. It's like picking a see-through nose. I mean, we love Sarah. Sarah, literally, we were just talking to Sarah. I apologize. That was just me brain farting. I hope you're doing well, Sarah. Sarah, I did it again. Lizzie, why am I calling you Sarah? How does it feel to be graduated? What are you doing with all your time? I was thinking about you the other day because I remember when I graduated, it was so weird because, like, Eric and you can be Sarah if you want. I mean, honestly, it's up to Sarah. Right? I remember when I graduated, though, it was this weird sensation of, like, I feel like there's something I need to be doing, but I have nothing to do. Nothing I had to do. Like, I was so used to having constant deadlines, you know, constantly being on a schedule of some kind, that the moment I graduated, I was just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I truly didn't know what to do with myself anymore. Dude, I have some of those. The problem with those work for the neck. Those work for, like, this narrow-ass piece where the holder is, that piece. But the shit gets so hard, you can't, you have to use a Q-tip and, like, you apply pressure and, like, scrape it off. It's so gross. It's really, but those work. I mean, seriously, if I've had that problem before, if your neck, like the narrowest part of your bowl is getting clogged regularly, please get some pipe cleaners. It's a fucking godsend, man. Don't be like me and pick at it with toothpicks for 9 years. Get some goddamn pipe cleaners. Grow up. It's time. Let's cheers. Oh, God. Literally, well, you know what I did? I got a shit ton of these, like, flat toothpicks. I don't know what you call these. They're flat. I don't know. They're not round toothpicks, but this side of them works so well for getting that, like, going in and getting the fucking shit. It's so gross. It literally, this shit is the second worst thing to get on your hands. That disgusting black shit. First thing is bong water, but then it's that. Disgust. It is. It's literally like a mini tongue depressor. Yeah. And they work really well. And the like key is if you're cleaning your bowl, don't shove anything metal up there other than a pipe cleaner with like bristles on it. Because you can break the glass. You can like cause a pressure, you know. It's vile, sticky, smelly, and practically permanent. It really is. Literally, I have a little spray bottle of rubbing alcohol on my desk for just in case I get that shit on my fingers. Because it's the only thing that gets rid of it. It's disgusting. And then you won't even know it's on your thumb. And then you touch your mouse. And then you touch your coffee. And then you touch your controller. And now there's resin on everything. And something stinks and you can't figure out what it is. Oh my God, it's a nightmare. That is the resin. No shit, Glut. In times of need, this is gross, but those of you out there that smoke completely understand, and I know you won't judge me. This is a safe place. In times of need, we smoke that stuff. All that black shit I just carved out of this, we used to save it. Dark, dark, dark times. Cheers. Take your joy. You deserve to feel okay. Well, Lizzie, considering the prices that you were spending on weed, holy shit. Lizzie was spending upwards of $400 to $600 for an ounce. That was street price. That is street prices in England. What the fuck? I've never in my life spent that on street price. I've never spent that. £10 for 1 gram. Wow. That's why it's good weed. That's what's I've been watching a show on Netflix called Supercell. If you guys have seen Supercell, I haven't finished it, don't spoil it, but it's pretty good so far. But one of the characters is a weed dealer. And all the weed is sold in these it's literally by the gram. The weed is sold by the gram, which is, I've never bought weed by the gram in my life. It's by the gram, meaning 1 gram in a little baggie like this. And it's real. I remember when I went to England for the first time and I stayed with Millie, she got me some weed, bless her soul. And it was the one nug in a bag like this. And I made that shit last for a week. But now that I know what that cost, holy God. That was, no. Supercell is amazing. Yes. I'm enjoying it so far. It's really entertaining. I mean, it's sad, but it's good. My thing's plugged. One moment. This is the one the resin plugs that neck. This is why you need a fucking pipe cleaner. The weed is the only thing that hasn't inflated in price. It is easy. It's very easy to get weed. Everywhere I travel, weed finds me. I don't know. I just attract it. But when I was in the UK, it was everywhere. Every time I've gone to the UK, actually, it's been everywhere. Got it. You get asked if you deal? The fuck? Maybe I just have those hungry eyes. That was a big hit. Holy shit. Okay, secret formula. Okay. Oh, dude, the British slang is so hard. Fiona. Whatever that accent is that a lot of like, especially the gang members have in the show, their act, like, I literally pause it constantly to look up words that they're, because I have subtitles on and it's subtitling all the slang and I'm like, the fuck is that? They're so, what was it last night? Make a bun of him, shoot him. Still can't figure that one out. Split him in half? I don't know. Make a bun of him. There's so many slang terms I have to look up. It's wild. Video game FOMO? What's going on, Eat? Oh, sleaze. So because you're black, people assume you have drugs? Is what you're saying? That's love. That's nice. Aren't people the most lovely?
Woot.
That took me too many seconds to realize what you were saying, and I apologize for my dumb whiteness. Jesus Christ. Putting a bun. Well, Lizzie, first off, they talk really fast, and they tend to, like, mumble. And I'm sure I get the same. I've heard Baltimoreans, we mumble a lot, and it's terrible. Like, 99 times out of 10, the words in my house spoken are, what? At me, because I'm like, mouthful of garbage. It's crazy. So I literally, and just, like, I'll think I know what they said, and then I look at the subtitles, and I'm like, the fuck is that? And then I have to look it up. I know. It's crazy. And I watch a lot of British TV, but man, the slang they've done a good job at cloacas? Colloquialisms. Jesus Christ. Is it make a bun gun? So that's what I've noticed, Yeet, and this is no shade, is that the vast majority of slang and words that I don't understand are just rhymes. Like, there's actually fuck all association with, like, it's bun, gun, they just rhyme, that's it, and someone decided bun was the thing. Even though there's a million words that rhyme with gun, bun was it. Colloquialisms. Why is that so hard to say? They said make a bun of him, and that meant to shoot a person. Why didn't you make a bun of him? Shoot him. Make a bun? It wasn't gun. It was make a bun, but apparently that's gun. There's a lot of shit where people just decided it rhymed. 6s and 7s I had to look up, which is hilarious because that's the title of a Queens of the Stone Age song from like 20 years ago that I love, and I never fucking knew. It also is something said in an Austin Powers movie when Austin Powers and his dad are like Britishing at each other. She was all 6s and 7s. Oh, and I was like, the fuck? Apparently that means crazy. Again, someone just decided it and it stuck. No idea. The Cockney rhyming slang, it's fantastic. I mean, I love it. I'm very entertained. I love when I have to look shit up, honestly. It keeps my attention. That's South London. Thank you. That is colloquialisms is a hard word. I want to hear a Scottish person say colloquialisms. Do you think we can find it? My favorite Cockney is OXO. It refers to the tube, OXO cube tube. Oh, for those not in the know, an OXO cube is a meat stock cube. What the fuck? Oh, like stock. What do we call it here? We have the little cubes too. Do they call them like bouillon? Bouillon. Yeah, we call it bouillon. Yep, that totally makes sense. It's colloquialisms. That word sucks. That word super sucks. What? My favorite is, let's go, this one I've never heard, and this is wild. Let's go have a butcher. Butcher's hook, look. Let's go have a butcher means let's go look at a thing because it rhymes with hook. I love that. It makes no sense. It's great. That's fantastic. The TikTok thing of Scottish people saying purple, yes, and that's what makes me want to say it. Purple, I can barely say it. Purple burglar alarm. Purple burglar alarm. Purple burglar alarm is how they say it. It's fucking hilarious. But I want to hear them say colloquialisms. Because they're the only other accent I can think of that struggles to speak as much as me. Wait, what does it mean if you're a Hark Marvin? What's that? I often get deep in the Barney with rhyming slang because it makes as much sense as any other bizarre language conventions. That's why I love it. No, I'm not throwing shade. English, American English, is the mutt language. It is where twerk came from, for fuck's sake. We are nasty, nasty. I have no stones to throw, let me tell you. I just genuinely asking. Gek, how are you? No. I was trying to pull them up, honestly, and YouTube's being a cock. I got one because Revoltcon gave it to me. If you have your links, throw them again, and I'll just pull them up that way. Oh my god, this is it. Bless your heart. Again, no shade thrown at Scots. I am American and can't speak. I find it entertaining when I find people who also can't speak. And this is one of the funniest. Hold on. Thank you. No worries, Gek. No rush. No rush. I have a horrible... Look, it's going up onto my eyelid. Do you see this? This is... My eye hasn't stopped leaking for hours. It's now the leakage is starting to leak up onto my eyelid. This is what it should look like. And this eye, I don't know. It must be this allergy thing I'm suffering. Whatever the fuck's going on. Because what? Do you see this? It's just gone. My tears have melted half of my eyeshadow. I'm just going to keep letting it go. We'll see how much this eye deteriorates. Because it's so salty. It's so fucking leaky. Get somebody from New York City or New Jersey to say... A coffee costs a quarter from the corner store. Aaron, eat my butt. I don't think I did it right. Hold on, I'm pulling shit over. Okay. This is Purple Burglar Alarm. If you've never seen it, I just did it. See, I feel like I can speak better if I'm not reading, which is weird. Aaron, every time. 2 of those coffees and half of that tea. And I'm pissy. Full of it. I try not to think about it too much because it really starts to get me down, but I feel like political unrest kind of defines the world a little bit. You know? For our parents, it was probably Reagan, haunted them, amongst others. Bush Sr., etc. It'll be, I mean, at this point, I feel like an observer on the outside. Like, there's nothing we can do but talk about it and be aware of what's happening in the world and stuff like that, but... Other than voting, obviously, please vote. But, like, it's just... keeps getting more and more wild, man. Dude, McTaggart, right? I do enjoy that we very rarely talk about politics, but glad to hear echoes of my thoughts when we do talk about it. Yeah, B, I try to stay away from it for the most part, simply because it's every day. We could drown in it. We need a solace. But, like, there's a comfort knowing that, like, we're on the same page. And I just have to say, like, I haven't seen not one of you say anything in chat similar to this, or on Twitter, or anywhere else in the world where I might see your interactions with other people along the lines of, like, horrific comments about the shooting. Like, you are all so anti-gun violence in any way, shape, or form. It makes me really proud to know you and be your friend. On that note, Shart on your loved ones. They'll never forget it. Love you. Be right back. This song is fabulous. That's why you sing along. Geck, did I tell you I got my little sister obsessed with them and she's already seen them live before me? Little whore. Hi, Shelly. How are you, love? Yeah. She's a mess. Mrs. Grinch. How are you, Rod? Good morning. Such a good song. Okay, I'm organizing links. Hold on. I liked that, right? Liked that, saved that. Liked that, saved that. Liked that, saved that. Like that, save that. Already have all the Tesseract. Like that, save that. Was there one? Which one was I not supposed to play? Because it's got maybe titties in it. I mean, just not on screen. I don't remember. What was the title? I might have accidentally clicked it. I still want to hear it, but I just that way we keep our channel titty. You know, we love titties. We just can't. Or whatever. Perturbator. Okay, I don't think I got it. Okay, we good. We're safe. We cool. We cool. I don't think I got it. That means we're cool. Get your fucking shut the fuck up. Shoe. Okay. No, you do not have to stop. No shame. It's just Twitch rules, man. That was badass. She's badass and I'm in love. I love this one too. So for those just dropping by or just stopping in or haven't been here for a bit, we're dedicating today to being a safe place of just good vibes, good music, and guaranteed awesomeness. So Glut threw me a bunch of like the classic colors video. They're just awesome because the world is perpetually on fire and we're all fucking exhausted. First off though, according to my clock, my nose itches, but also it's 4:20. So before break, cheers. Cheers. The horseshoe-shaped neck fans? I haven't. Honestly, I'm the opposite. Like, I thrive in the heat. It's the cold I've got a problem with. Heat, though, my body, like, it's 80 degrees out, and I'm chilly. Like, my fingies feel cold. Do you know what I'm saying? Heat, however, like, I got that. But being cold, that's my least favorite. Cheers. Quick break. Every couple of hours, we take a break. I've got all these fidget toys now, and it's great, because I'm literally just... A horseshoe heater would... Oh, yeah. Can we get that? That might kill us. It might literally cook a ring around our neck. Although, worth it? I just realized that Glut gifted Genova 12 months of a tier 1 sub. You generous fuck. I'll be right back. Thank you. I don't think it's 80 anymore. Oh my god. Okay, it's 77 degrees. Oh no. It's honestly stupid. Hold on, let me turn this down. I said, oh burr, it's 77 degrees. I wish my body would acclimate to the cold weather like it acclimates to hot weather. Cause hot weather, I'm in a hoodie, my dudes. Like, I'm perfect. I'm great. Cold weather, for some reason, it's like once it hits 60, my body's like, and then I chip a tooth. I literally have chipped a tooth, shivering so hard. Like, there is something, and I know it because Vissy has it too, where you get to this point where you just uncontrollably shiver to the point where all your muscles start to ache, and you can do nothing but your entire body is just tense. It's horrible, and I It's been my whole life. My whole fucking life. It's been that way. It's crazy. I don't know what it is. I know, but then I sleep hot. See, I do that, which is not like normal. That's something. It's like, why when I'm awake, I'm like, ooh, 77 degrees. Brr. But when I'm asleep, my body's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What the fuck? Like, what? It's like, honestly, like, Zach has a theory that my metabolism doesn't stop while I'm sleeping. And because I'm not up moving around, it's not burning. So it just keeps going. Because I do. I mean, Vissy witnessed it. If in a hot room, I wake up drenched. Like, I literally peel a shirt off me. Like, it was disgusting. Disgusting. But I'm cold. What the fuck is this? I have some meat on my body. I mean, my legs got some fat and meat on them. I think it's faulty fat. Because if fat's supposed to keep you warm, false. False. It doesn't. It's not working. I claim bullshit. Okay, this guy, he's awesome. Oh, or my button. I don't press it hard enough. Giggity, that's what she said. If you can see, all the buds are actually little trees themselves. Look at that little guy. They're all kind of long and skinny, like a mulberry. Every bud looks like a little mulberry. And the hairs are like pale, pale gold. Like a marshmallow that has been kissed by the flame. Kissed. I ain't your pal, guy. I can't remember the order, but we can make it through it. And wow, do they smell fucking fresh. Aren't they precious? They're like, and it's the buds of I don't know if that's the full bud or if that's, you know what I'm saying. Wow, it's literally smells like a lemon basil or something like that. It's super fucking strong. Katie, put the lid back on. I can smell it. It's almost hurts your eyes, and we just keep adding and adding and adding to it because at this point we just couldn't choose anymore. So we started just spinning this wheel, and so far it's been great. It's chosen well. We've had a really good time with it, but every once in a while, I think everybody gets we'll call it, I'm calling the wheel tonight, meaning like last night, like Glet learned that I had never seen the animated series for Scott Pilgrim, and Glet was like, I'm calling it, we're watching that, and we binged the entire series, and it was amazing, and I cried. It was great. It was really cute. It was really well done. I enjoyed it a lot. And then a couple people said they'd never seen the Heathers, so I called the wheel tonight, because fuck that, you must see the Heathers. And I think it's pretty good vibes. I mean, it's like nostalgia good vibes for me, but it does have dark themes of like murder. Oh my god, you should watch it, Vex. It's really good. They do a very, very, very good job. It's a really good wrap-up of the whole cute little series. I liked it. It was cute. I got emotional about it. But on that note, I'm going to raid my friend Alchemy, who's one of my oldest and dearest friends here from the Twitch sphere, and she's also literally 5 foot. We're like opposites. She's raiding right now, and I'm pretty sure she was just on a giant turtle that was also a planet. I don't know. She's the Final Fantasy queen. If you have any questions about it, she will be the one. Take your joy. Cheers. Drink water. Do all of the wonderful things in the world that you need to do to feel okay because you deserve it. And I will see you on Tuesday because tomorrow is day off day. But we have watch party on Monday nights. So if you're like, I hate Mondays, they suck, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, figure out the change. You can do it. We do hang out. Cheers.